Hello my dear students, welcome to English grammar class on Madhu App. Students, today we shall study or discuss a new or an interesting topic. Let's have a look. Students, read the following sentences and underline the verbs in it. Here are some sentences for you. You have to identify or underline the verbs or verb phrase. First, I am a teacher. Here, am is the verb. Next, he is going to school. Here the verb phrase is going. Next, they have seen the Konark. Here the verb form is have seen. Here the verb phrase is have seen. Next, he will play cricket. Here the verb phrase is will play. Okay children, next, it may rain today. Here the verb phrase is may rain. Next question, you should obey your parents. Here the verb phrase is should obey. Dear students, let's know about the verbs. Here from the sentences we came to know that am, is, have, will, may, should, these are the auxiliary verbs. Again, going, seen, play, rain, obey, these are known as the main verbs, which we have studied in our class chapter 2 English grammar class 9th. An auxiliary verb. So students, first of all we have to know what is an auxiliary verb. I am going to give you an example or idea. An auxiliary verb always comes before the main verb. You have to remember it well. A auxiliary verb comes before the main verb in a sentence. It indicates tense or modalities of expression, like the expression of ability, permission, compulsion, obligation, threat, desirability, etc. So students, you have completely known about it. Let's go ahead. Dear students, let's discuss about types of auxiliary verbs. Do you know students? Auxiliary verbs are of two types. The first one is primary auxiliary verbs. And the second one is modal auxiliary verbs or modals. Again, primary auxiliary verbs are of three types. The first one is be verbs, then have verbs and do verbs. Dear students, let's discuss about which verbs are known as the be verbs. Here, am, is, are, was, were, be, being and been. These are the be verbs. Again, which verbs are known as the have verbs? Let's know students. Has, have, had. These are the have verbs. Let's know which verbs are known as the do verbs. Here, do, does and did. These are the do verbs. Again, modals or modal auxiliary verbs. Let's discuss which verbs are known as the modal auxiliary verbs or modals. Here, will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, must, ought to, need, dare and usually to. These are the modal auxiliary verbs or modals. Then we have to study or discuss about primary auxiliary verbs. What are they? The auxiliary verb which indicates the tense and the time. Dear students, you have to know it well or try to understand. The auxiliary verb that indicates tense and time of the main verb is known as or called as primary auxiliary verbs. Which auxiliary verbs tells or indicates tense and time of the main verb, they are called primary auxiliary verbs. The primary auxiliary verbs are of three types. We can divide it into three parts or categories. First one is be verb. What are the be verbs? Am, is, are, was, were, be, being and been. You have to know it well. These are the be verbs. Then have verb. What are the have verbs? Have, has, have and had. These three verbs are known as have verbs. Again, do verb. What are the do verbs? Do, does and did. Okay, children? Then we have to learn some new things about modal auxiliaries or modals. The auxiliary verb that indicates possibility, desirability, intention, ability, obligation, compulsion, etc. is called modal auxiliary verbs or modals. Modal auxiliary verbs is of two types. Dear students, modal auxiliary verbs is of two types. You have to know it. First one is paired form or paired modal form. What are they? Will and would. These are the paired forms. Shall and should, may and might, can and could. The second modal auxiliary form is single form. This is of two types, pure form and semi form. What are the pure forms? Must and ought to. These two verbs are known as pure modal forms of modal auxiliaries. Then semi form, need, dare and used to. Students, let's know about use of primary auxiliary verbs. The primary auxiliary verb like be, do and have. We have discussed about it that primary auxiliary verb is of three types, be, do and have. Can be main verbs or auxiliary verbs. Students, be, do and have can be used firstly main verbs as well as auxiliary verbs. Then when these verbs are used as the only verb or single verb in the sentences, they function or they work as a main verbs. You have to remember it well that when the primary auxiliary verb comes single or uses single in a sentence, that is used as a main verb. When they go with another verb, means when the auxiliary verb goes with another verb in a sentence, they become auxiliary verbs. Dear students, let's know the use of be verbs. Students, a be verb as an auxiliary makes two types of sentences. You have to know it well. First one is progressive main verb. Second one is passive form of the main verb. Example, he is playing cricket. It is progressive form. Second one is cricket is being played. It is passive form. Students, we have to know some other things about be verbs. When the be verb becomes a main verb, it introduces more information about the subject of the sentence, such as its identity. Whose identity? The identity of the subject, nature, quality or position. Let's have some examples to clarify it. Example, she is Sima. She is Sima. It indicates identity. She is intelligent. It indicates nature. She is pretty. It indicates quality. Let's discuss about have verb. A have verb as an auxiliary makes the perfect tense of the main verb. It shows that the action suggested by the main verb has been completed. Thus, action is already completed. Example, he has done the homework. This sentence shows the action is already completed. When a have verb becomes a main verb. Dear students, now we shall discuss about another use of a have verb. When it becomes a main verb, it means that the subject of the sentence owns or experiences something. For an example, she has a bicycle. Okay, children. Dear students, let's know the use of do verbs. A do verb as an auxiliary verb turns a sentences into negative or an interrogative sentence. So students, let's take some examples. You do not play cricket. It is a negative sentence. Do you play cricket? It's an interrogative sentence. Why do is used here? Because the subject is you and it is second person. Hari does not like sweets. Here does has been used. Why? Because the subject is Hari and Hari is known as the third person singular number. So when the subject will be third person singular number, we have to use does. Then does Hari like sweets? It is an interrogative sentence. You did not play football. It is a negative sentence. What did you play? What did you play yesterday? It is an interrogative sentence. Students, you all have known that an interrogative sentence is of two types. The first one is yes no type. Yes no interrogative. And the second one is WH interrogative. Dear students, when a do verb becomes a main verb, it means that the subject of the sentence performs an activity or a task. For an example, you do not do your homework regularly, do you? So this was the use of a do verb. Then we have to discuss about the concept of modals or modal auxiliary verbs. Dear students, now we shall discuss about the modal auxiliaries or the concept of a modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliaries do not usually act as a main verb. So students, you have to know it well that a modal auxiliary cannot be used as a main verb in a sentence, nor do they change with the number or person of the subject, noun or pronoun. You have to remember it. The modals act as auxiliary verbs, or the modals can be used as auxiliary verbs only. They cannot be used as main verbs. They have single forms for all the subjects. Next, the modals do not change even for a subject like he, she or it, nor do they change for past time. Okay children, two modals cannot go together in a simple sentence. This is an important point. You have to remember it, that two modals cannot be used in a single simple sentence together. Next, they have non-finite verb forms. The modals have no non-finite verb forms. You have known the non-finite verb that has no tense. The verb which has a tense is known as finite verbs. So students, non-finite verb is of four types. First one is to plus infinitive. Second one is bare infinitive. Third form is participle infinitive or ing form. And fourth one is ed or en form. Okay children, they are always, means modals are always finite verbs and come before all main verbs in a simple sentence. So children, we can use modals only for main finite verbs in a sentence. They cannot be used as a non-finite verbs. All the modals are followed by the bare infinitive form or base form, which is known as a base form of the verb. Modals are primarily used to express some meanings. What are the meanings? Necessity, obligation, advice, permission, certainty, and a possibility. The modal auxiliary verb can be used in a sentence for these meanings. Modals do not usually have a time restriction. It has no time restriction. For they can refer to the present or future in the same form, or it can be used both the present and the future in the same form. Dear children, let's clarify the concept of modals through some examples. First example, I shall go to Puri. There are two verbs. First one is shall and second one is go. Shall is known as the finite verb and go is a non-finite verb. Is go has been used before to or with to? No. It is in the bare form or base form. So modals can be used before the bare forms of the main verbs. And here shall is used in the sense of plain future. Again, next example, we can run as fast as a deer runs. In this sentence, there are two verbs. First one is can and second one is run. Here, run is a non-finite verb and can is a finite verb. So students, we completely known the point that modals can be used before the base form of the main verbs. Third example, could you direct me the way to the railway station? Here, could modal is used before the verb direct. So these are the use of modal auxiliary verbs before bare or base form of the main verbs. And here could is used as polite request. Next example, I shall can do the work. This sentence is completely wrong because we have discussed that two modals like shall and can, two modals cannot be used together in a simple sentence. Here shall and can has been used together, so this sentence is grammatically wrong. Next example, the door may have been painted by 4 p.m. Here may have and been. May finite verb, have non-finite verb, and been also non-finite verb. Dear children, in our previous class we have discussed have and been are known as the primary auxiliary verbs. So here we can see two primary auxiliary verbs has been used in a simple sentence together. So in this lesson we came to know that two primary auxiliary verbs can be used together in a simple sentence, but two modals cannot be used. Dear children, let's discuss the questions. How far the lesson we understood? Fill in the blanks with the proper verbs chosen from those given in brackets. There are some verbs which are given in the brackets. We have to fill the blanks. Nilu dash is or has my classmate. Right answer is. He lives near our house on the same road. A few days ago, they dash have or had a big garden in front of their house. Very fine answer. The right answer is had. Why? Because there is a phrase a few days ago which indicates past time. Then, but now they dash have built an office room in that garden. Right answer. The answer is have built. Next, we have to fill the next blank. They dash lost or have lost their beautiful garden. Here, the right answer is lost. Dear children, Nilu's father dash is or has a liar. Right answer. The correct answer is. He dash is not or does not go to the office at 10 o'clock every day. Right answer. Does not go. Next, dash do or does your father go to work at a fixed time every day? Very fine answer. The correct answer is does. Thank you very much. Bye bye.